My fellow aquaholics, here is a quick tutorial on how to set the timer on your Eheim Auto Feeder. Little bit dodgy because I need to hold the phone camera in one hand and try and show you how to set it in the other hand. I don't have anyone to help me at the moment. But to get it going, let's see what we can do. So the batteries go in, the flat side of the battery goes in on the flat side, so the negative side of the battery showing up is on the flat side of the actual timer, and then the other one goes next to it. All right, with the positive side up, then you fit the cover on. Let's make sure it slides on properly at the bottom. Slides over and not under. Not so easy one-handed. Okay, so when that's on, you should get an indication of the time on there. What's the time? You should get 000. So then what you need to do is push the set button, because that'll set the time. And then the middle button, you set the actual time, which on my clock seems to be close to 11:55. So we go there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11, and then you go back to the mode, tap that, and it moves over to minutes, and then you stick in your 55. .56 by the time this thing's finished. I'll just push it much faster. Just not the most patient guy. Okay, then you can set that. So that's your time set. All right, so now you can go back to mode, and that gives you your first time for feeding, and you push set, and you put the time in again. So you want to go 7 o'clock, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you've set 7. Now you go back to mode, and it'll take you to the minutes. You're not worried about that. And you go back to mode again, and that little arrow thingy will flash there. Now you need to set it so the arrow is on nothing. Just you push 1, and you see it gives you one little arrow down. That's okay. We only want one turn, and then you push set. Okay. So now that's set. 7 o'clock is set for one turn of the feeder. Now you go back to mode, which gives you your second feeding time, and you push set, and then you go in the middle there. You want it to go for probably 12 hours later, so set it for 19. And then you go back to mode. It'll want to give you minutes. You ignore that, and you go back to mode again. You see the 2 flashing, and you push the middle for another turn. If you push it twice, it'll give you 2 turns, which you don't want for your tank. But if you later need to feed more, you can just push it. Then there'll be 2 arrows. All right. So now that's 1900. Second feed, 1 turn, push set. There, piece of tacky. So now it's set. Now you just go back to mode. Mode would give you an option for a 3rd feeding and a 4th feeding, and then the next press will bring you back to the time. So there you see your time now, and you see the 1 is 1 turn and the 2 is the second turn late at night. So that'll have 1 turn in the morning at 7 and 1 turn in the evening at 19. To check it, you just push mode again. There we go, finally worked. Mode, and it says first feed 7, second press, second feed at 19, no third feed, no fourth feed, and then next press back to the time. Okay, so that's set up. If you want to feed in between, then you just push this little thing on top and it'll give you a return for every time you press it. Not doing so badly with my left hand so far. Now you put your feeder on it, alright, and your feeder clips on obviously. And you adjust the amount of food you want to come out of it. Alright, just be careful. If you set it, maybe give it a little twirl, see how much pops out of that hole, until you get the exact amount that you want to pop out at every feed. Once you get that exact amount, then just tape it open at that spot. Tape it so that it can't move. People can't fiddle with it. To feed it, to fill the feeder, you can fill it up. Don't fill it too tight at the top because then it'll jam and won't pop out. It's popping out now. But yeah, to feed it, you just pull off that cover, put the food inside there until it's just about at the top. Hold the hole closed, obviously, otherwise it just pushes on. So slide it closed before you fill it.